And we are live. What's up, everybody? I'm Jay from Leprechaun TV, and you're tuning into another week of the hot seat where we light the fire underneath our guest seat. And with this week, we have Anderson Smoke Show joining us. What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, I could be better, but the show must go on. For those that don't know, I'm a little under the weather right now, but I'm going to power through it and give you guys a great show. Um, we got a fellow Ohioan and neighbor of mine here. Um, what is it? Cuyahoga Falls?
Yeah, I'm in Monroe Falls, but that's right next door. I'm a real
Yeah.
small town.
So for those that don't know, we have a music venue right near them that's very popular. Um, Now I got somewhere to stay once I leave there.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
crashing
probably 10 minutes from there. Yeah, you
10
can
minutes.
crash anytime.
You're right. Yeah, it takes me every bit of 45 minutes to get, especially if you get caught in the traffic trying to get out of there.
No, it's probably an
But
hour and a half.
yeah, I've been stuck in it for a long time. For those that don't know, it's called the Blossom. Uh, was it Music Theater?
Blossom Music Center.
Music Center. There we go. But yeah, man, we got a lot of people in the stands already waiting for us. Um, so you're gonna get some new eyes, you know, on the show for you. And I don't know, you probably know some. You probably know Daddy Dutch Barbecue.
Yeah, Kent.
You
Yeah.
know, um, this is my buddy from North Olmsted, Square Table Degenerates. He got a good
Nice.
show, man. He interviewed Tommy Chong just recently, man. It was pretty sweet.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. I got my secretary in the house. Uh, we got Paul Wright's Lawns. What's good about my channel, man, is I have a lot of the communities come together and join me. You know, it's not just all cooking and barbecue. Uh, like Angie here, she just was live doing art, amazing. That spin art, where they spin it on the turntable and the paint just makes a design, man. That's
Yeah.
pretty wicked.
Yeah, that's pretty
uh
cool stuff. I've seen it where they put it on like a drill and they have the canvas on that spinning. It's pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah, we got Wep in the house. What up? Me and him, we're probably gonna make a show, the Lep and Wep show. uh we've been messing with that one back and forth. We got Shredder in the house. Uh, who else we got
I see
here?
Johnny Mags in there.
Yeah, Johnny Mags. His wifey, Mrs. Mags, going through it, man. She's needing surgery, and her blood pressure is too high.
Oh boy.
Yeah, we got Nick and Jay in the house. What is up? All the way up in Michigan. You know, that state up north.
Yeah.
We got Jason Cleveland in the house. Uh, but yeah, man. So for those that don't know you, that's in the chat, go ahead and give them something about yourself, a little bio, a little background, a little
Sure.
history, how you got started, whatever, whatnot. Whatever you want to disclose.
Sure. Yeah. So I bought a smoker about 2.5 years ago. I've been doing barbecue. I had a Weber kettle that I pounded the piss out of that thing for years. Um, Bought a smoker a couple years ago and decided let's put a camera on it. And, please don't go and look at those real old ones because we've made a lot of progress since then. Uh, but I think I had over 150 videos on YouTube. I did go back and clean some up, but I kind of offer a different perspective. I think that's one of the most important things as a content creator is to have your own unique spin. So I'm actually an engineer, my day job, electrical engineer. So I like to take the technical and cut the BS out. So when I review a grill, you're just going to hear the facts, you're going to hear my honest opinions, and you're going to see that from a technical side. And then that also applies when I'm doing my cooking. So whenever I'm cooking, you're going to cut all the fat out. And I'm saying that figuratively, where we don't cut the fat out. But you're not going to get any of that BS. It's straight and to the point. I'm a backyard barbecue guy. I'm by no means a pit master, but I love the food that I make and I enjoy the things that I do. So I like to share that with my viewers and subscribers. And roughly over 2.5 years, we're sitting at about 40,000 subs on YouTube, and then I've got several thousand in other areas, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. But we're growing in all directions, and it's been a pretty wild ride so far.
Yeah. So you exploded, man, right off the rip. Soon as it was like, hey, there's this new guy, man, and he's my neighbor. I'm gonna try to get him. And I was like, man, this dude just like went right past everybody. I was like, okay, well, I'll try to catch up with him down the road. I'm just let him roll now.
Yeah, I hit 1,000 subscribers in about 5 months. I hit 30,000 at my 2-year mark, and we've gained 10,000 since then. And it's been I hit 30,000 at 2.5 years, and I've gained 10,000 since then. So it's been like the last 6 weeks, I gained 10,000 more. It's been pretty crazy. But once I saw the potential with YouTube and just the opportunities that are out there, I just decided to treat it like a business. So all of my interactions with companies are like a business. When I interact with people, it's like a business. And it's once you take that stance, things grow tenfold.
Yeah.
If you really put the time in.
Yeah. It's definitely about the production side of things. The better quality, you're going to get them subs. It goes hand in hand, especially with your thumbnails. Putting back in your equipment is top notch. What are you working with?
I'm running all Sony mirrorless. So I'm running an A7 IV and an A6600 right now. I'm about to ditch the 6600, grab another A7 IV and an FX3. So FX3 is a cinema quality camera.
Right.
We're talking probably $7,000 in one camera by the time it's all said and done. Yeah. But I do have another channel, another monetized YouTube channel, which I'll bring up again in a little bit because it has something to do with, kind of what we're talking about tonight. So I'm kind of double dipping. So my equipment is used here and in other places as well. So.
Right. And I'm sure family members are like, hey, can you come take pictures of the party?
Yeah. I just took family photos on the beach about 3 weeks ago with my sister and brother-in-law and their kids.
Right. Hey, it comes with the territory. Hey, you got the nice camera. I know probably, you probably don't mind, you know what I mean? But
no, I enjoy it.
It could be another income,
For sure. It's crazy where a camera will take you if you learn the business and you learn to handle it. My other channel involves hunting and fishing and shooting guns, and I'm on the production side of things. So I do a lot of the marketing, I do the filming, I do some of the editing. But the opportunities that have just came from that, one of my business partners and I got recognized for kind of our capabilities, and a gun company flew us to Houston for the NRA show back in May, and we ran all the media for them for the weekend for the NRA show. And it was pretty cool. It was cool to get recognized on that level, and just to be part of something like that was pretty cool.
Right. I knew about the other channel. A lot of people don't. You could throw that in the chat if you want. You know what I mean? Let everybody know. We do have some people that like that kind of stuff also in here. We have a lot of military in here. So they I'm sure they'll enjoy that channel as well. Along with so you get the best of both worlds with this guy, man. You get some hell yeah, and you get some good ass barbecue.
Yep, they go hand in hand. They go hand in
Right.
hand. That's for sure.
Yeah. So when did you start your channel?
October 21st, 2019 was the day I posted my first video.
Right. I forget how I come across you. Um, but it wasn't far off from when you first started. Maybe Facebook, maybe.
It would have been there, or probably Charlie, one of his live streams, or Smoking Joe's, like back in the beginning when everyone was, those sub
Pickle. You talking about
5,000
pickle?
subs. Yeah,
Pickle.
Charlie, the
Yeah,
Pickles.
yeah. Man, I don't even see that guy anymore, man.
He was all over the place for a minute.
Yeah,
He still likes some of my things on Instagram and comments
yeah.
every now and then. It's been a
He's an
while though.
Instagrammer now.
Yeah.
He puts up them short little reels and and stuff like that over there. Oh, Monica. Now I got to cheers you some Pedialyte. But I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
I'm drinking the adult version.
Uh, hey, it ain't far off. That'll
It's
run
mostly
through you
water.
like that. That'll run through you real quick. uh, but yeah, man. So October 2019, and just hit the ground running, man.
Yeah.
So what's your most popular video?
Funny story is especially in the beginning, I pumped out as much content as I could, and I would film in the coldest weather. I mean, for those of you who know, we're in Northeast Ohio or Northern Ohio, and winters here can be hit or miss. But I had bought some ribs to do on the smoker, and we got like 10 inches of snow overnight, and it was kind of unexpected at the time that I purchased them, and I didn't want the ribs to go to waste. I really, truly try not to freeze the meat. Any meat that I buy, I try to buy it as close to the time I'm going to cook it as possible.
Mm,
And so I go, you know what? We're going to make them in the oven. Not everyone has a smoker, and so we're going to make the best damn barbecue ribs that we possibly can in the kitchen. And I'm sitting at about 550,000 views on that video. And I probably have over 1,000 success stories of people saying these are the best ribs I've ever made.
really?
And they're simple, they're no wrap, and they're done in the oven in the house. They got a nice little char on them. They turn out great. And like I said, I
Yeah.
probably have 1,000 success stories in the comments. Every day someone tells me.
I personally seen the video and was like, hey, it could be done. You know what I mean? It's a heat source. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but once again, something so simple. Like you could plan the crap out of a video, out of a cook, and put so much thought into it. Buy the top best meat, that money could buy, and it do nothing. And here you don't even try, and boom, there it is. Almost a million, halfway to a million views.
Yeah, and that video's about a year and a half old. I did it last winter, so winter of 2021. I think January, February-ish. So we're right
Mhm.
around a year and a half, and it didn't take off for probably 4 months. I remember it was around Easter. I happened to look, and I'm like, man, that video came out of nowhere, and then it's just been a skyrocket ever since.
It's
Been cool.
crazy. I mean, but sometimes you just hit that search, and then next you know it's off and running. Do you follow anything to help with your titles and stuff like that,
I've
like
gotten pretty.
TubeBuddy or something?
I use vidIQ. I actually pay for their
VidIQ.
monthly subscription. I think it's like $40 a month. But I'm going to tell you that honestly, you don't need that. I use vidIQ, and all of the free features will get you far enough. running 2 channels, having over 200 videos on YouTube, I've kind of learned how to position myself when I'm titling and writing descriptions. In fact, if you read my descriptions on either one of the channels, they don't read great, for the sense that as I like for Hunt Fish Shoot, for example, I don't write the description. So the gentleman that's in the video, one of my best friends, he
Hmm.
physically writes the description based off of the content that we put in. I go in afterwards and I put the sauce on it. So I'm looking for keywords. I'm spelling some things wrong. So if it's a word that's frequently spelled incorrectly,
Yes.
I'm putting in a bunch of extra keywords, a bunch of extra sauce. And it's just for the sense that I want the YouTube algorithm to understand what it's about. And so
Hmm.
I lay it on pretty thick. And so same thing with my videos. Like I'll put my recipes in there, but you'll see I'll be very repetitive with things. I might say things like, for example, the Masterbuilt Gravity Series 800. That's a grill I've been cooking a lot on lately. Well, in writing, it's Masterbuilt Gravity Series 800, but it could be the Masterbuilt 800. It could be the Gravity Series 800. It could be the Masterbuilt Gravity 800. It just depends on how
Right.
people are searching it. So I
Yeah.
want to make sure that YouTube understands that my video is associated with that grill, no matter how somebody writes it out, searches it. And so, that's kind of the direction that I take.
Hmm.
But using those tools, I can see search volume, I can see competition scores, things like that. And it does help for sure. And you don't have to pay, but because I'm running 2 channels and doing the marketing on 2 channels, it just helps to have the additional features as well. But it isn't necessary.
Yeah. I know a lot of people will cook something that's being searched at that moment.
Hmm.
Like they'll go in and see what the top search is, and then boom, they're making a video of it. Somebody that was good with that and they were trying to help me out with it was cooking with Kirby.
Hmm.
Cooking with Kirby was one that suggested doing stuff like that. AB even smoking and grilling with AB.
Yeah.
Something he does too. Um,
Yeah,
you see,
funny about that is my goal by the end of next year is for my wife to work for me full time. And one of the purposes of her role is going to be that research. So she's going to be on Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, everywhere
mhm,
that you could possibly be, and just
yeah,
following food stuff. So if you see a trend
yeah,
like right now, smoked shotgun shells, that's been a big thing
right,
for the last 6 or 8 months.
yeah,
But I want to catch that right in the beginning. I want to make the best damn video on that right in the beginning so people have a source to go see that. And working full time and trying to do 2 channels, like you miss some of those opportunities for sure.
right, right. And that is funny because that thing is all over the place. TikTok, Reddit, all over the
Yep.
place.
I
Um,
I I did one in May. Not to take a good story into a sad story. My mom passed away a few months ago, and that will also tie into what we're going to talk about in a little bit. But I had these plans to make the shotgun shells, and then life just took a turn, and I kind of put that off to the side. Actually, I put YouTube off to the side. I don't think I filmed for like 5 weeks. Fortunately, I had enough content backlogged that was already edited that kept me floating for a while.
right,
Um, but it got to the point where I hadn't made them yet. One of my friends across the street, he turned 40 years old back in May, and he was having this big 40th bash. And they always say, like, oh, you make all this great food, you never share anything. So I was like, all right, we're going to cheers here. There we go. So
good
it
old
got to the
Pedialyte.
what flavor you got? Anything good?
Uh, chilled cherry pomegranate. So it'd be great with some vodka right now.
I feel like that's kind of counterproductive.
Hey, you stay hydrated as you drink. Aha.
Yeah,
uh,
so the it got to the point where I hadn't made them yet. I had this party coming up. I wanted to make something with a bang. So I sat on the idea for probably 2 or 3 more weeks, and I filmed them right before the party. I made them, walked across the street, and they were a huge success. funny enough, YouTube, I posted it. It did okay. And then towards the end of June, things just went like this. And from like maybe June 20th till now, it gained over 200,000 views in a matter of 5 weeks ish.
Mhm.
It's been crazy, but I'm trying to do the same thing. I just posted a video a few weeks ago on, I called it smoked hog nuts. If you've ever had a bacon wrapped water chestnut, I had them at a wedding like 15 years ago, stuck that in the back of my mind. I said, you know what? Let's do it on the smoker. Let's glaze them up with some sauce. I used some Japanese barbecue sauce on them to glaze them,
Yeah.
smoked them
Yeah,
till
I
the
do it
bacon was
all the time.
crispy. Dude, it was
Yeah.
good. Real
It's
good.
it's actually called ramaki.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah, but the original version, Asian version of it is um shrimp, bacon
Okay.
wrapped shrimp, where we Americanized it and you started using the water chestnuts instead. But yeah, you make I make my own little Korean barbecue sauce or whatnot. But that's a great party favorite for me, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So that was my attempt at making something viral. Funny enough, I've got about 10,000 views on that video, and I watched the search traffic on that, and it's starting to pick up. So I'm looking at smoked hog nuts because I wanted to put a name like that people would catch on to, and I was like, people are going to see smoked hog nuts and wonder what the hell that is. Well, it's a nut wrapped in bacon. So
That's funny. Smoked hog nuts. I'm gonna have to
yeah.
remember that one. Because it's something my family makes a lot. So when the mom
Yeah.
makes it, like, oh, you're making that smoked hog nuts again.
Some of my favorite.
Mm. uh, Country Ranch Pedialyte. No, thank you. Um, Kent yesterday went live. Um, I don't know if you ever have known the story of Kent. He hates pickles. Hates pickles. Something
Charlie, or cucumber pickles.
both. But yeah, so he's on vacation. He was actually on Pit Life Barbecue podcast with Mags, C Mac, Kent, and Mags live in the studio. Was pretty epic. But his son got the ranch soda, and he got pickle soda. And let's just say the ranch soda made his son run to the sink pretty quickly. He was regurgitating that one up. Then
I
Kent,
actually,
towards the end, Kent mixed the pickle and the ranch and did that, and you seen him give that face in a shimmy shake.
I saw he posted something about those crazy flavored sodas, and I did catch a little bit of the podcast yesterday, but I didn't see that part.
Yeah, I definitely know. Oh, just thinking about it, there's no way. They got some crazy flavors out there now, you know. Uh, Even in beer, even in the beer world. Are
Yeah,
you are you a beer connoisseur? You like the
yeah.
IPAs and the stouts and all that?
I mess around with them. I'm not into the real super hoppy stuff. So those bitterness, I don't like them super bitter. But if it's got a good taste, I'm into it.
Yeah, yeah. There's so many micro breweries popping up that I can't even keep up with all of them. I'm part of the beer community, so each and every day there's a new beer somebody's talking about. I go to the store, I see it, and I'm like, I look at the price, and I'm just like, I can't do it, man. For 4 beers, I just can't, you know. Uh,
Have you been to Market Garden Brewery in Cleveland?
no, I have not.
So they have a shandy. It's just called Shandy, and it's Market Garden Brewery. And you'll see it in the grocery stores now, especially here locally. They're like a bright highlighter yellow can, and they've got like a texture to it. Real cool can. They are $14 for a 6 pack. I drank $60 of that beer in like 4 days, and then I realized like I need to pick something that doesn't cost so much.
That's where the Miller Lights come in. The Miller
Yep,
Lights
yep,
are the fillers, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Reality beers.
yeah. They're
But
good
yeah.
though.
Oh, this one, um, man, she sent me 3 bottles of the Bourbon County Stout. Oh man, here they're $25 a bottle.
Whew.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, what are you doing? But I don't know where she lives, if it's cheaper or what. But um, I was in shock. I thought she was gonna send me 1 bottle. No, she sent me 3. I was like, I swear it was like I hit the jackpot. I was like, yeah. But once again, it's a sipper, and you have one, like if you have
Oh
a
yeah,
nice steak meal, get some, get you a nice drink with it.
yeah. You almost can't
Here,
have more than one,
now with those, they're 14%. You know what I
and they're
mean?
they're
So
usually heavy too.
yeah, right. Hobo finally got loose. Ski Girly had him tied up at the moment. Uh, wow, 14 apiece. Man. Uh, Joey says he's got a 2018, so they age well. That'll be cool. He won it from there's this show 21090, man, that you might want to check into. They're into the bourbon.
Yeah, yeah. As
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
see, I'm kind of into it as well. That's just my display collection. I got more down here.
Yeah. That's one. I mean, that's like you got more than some bars.
Yeah, bourbon wise, yeah, for sure. And there's some hard to find bottles in there too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's I probably have a handful that you can't even get in Ohio. Fortunately, I have friends that live in like Washington D.C. and some other places that you can pick up some of those bottles, and then if you know people, you know people.
Yeah. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly.
Oh, we got David Fogg in the house. So his question, he hasn't been around lately, so I haven't been able to ask it that much. But what is your favorite thing to cook, and what is your least favorite thing to cook?
I would say my favorite thing to cook is burgers because you can do them a plethora of different methods. Like I just had friends over a little bit ago. We did some smash burgers. I've been toying around with a recipe that is out of this world, and I had to get some outsider perspective on it. So I had a couple buddies come over, have a couple beers, and have some burgers. But I like to smoke them. I like to sear them. I like to grill them, and I feel like you can take it in so many different directions, and they're quick and easy. So burgers is probably one of my favorite. If we're talking traditional barbecue, I'm going to say ribs all day, every day. Ribs are one of my favorite things to have barbecue wise. Least favorite. The only thing I really don't enjoy cooking, but I enjoy eating is fish because somehow, some way, the cleanup always gets me. I
Mm-hmm.
made a phenomenal fish. I came up with an idea to do like a keto air fried using pork rinds and Parmesan cheese. I breaded it and air fried it. Turned out amazing. And we somehow spilled the juices on the kitchen mat on the floor, and so like had to throw the mat away. Like whenever I cook fish, something like that happens. So I just, I don't like cooking fish. I love eating it, just don't like cooking it because something like that
I
happens.
am for me. That's my answer is seafood. Anything seafood. I'm not.
Not even shrimp.
I'll do it for Mrs. Lepp. I don't eat it. So, but it's easy. You know what I mean? Shrimp's easy.
Yeah.
And every now and again I'll get her some scallops, which is on the Blackstone. Boom, boom,
Money.
done. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
They don't get
Now
better
those
than
two,
that.
I could do that. Now, I've watched people deep fry like walleye and perch. That's what our big
Mhm.
thing is here at
Oh yeah.
Lake Erie. Um, so I would be able to do that, but I don't know how to clean the fish and do all that. You know what I mean? So it would already have to have somebody already do that, and then I just bread it and deep fry it. Which you know what I mean? If you
Yeah.
know how to deep fry, you know how to deep fry. I don't care what it is. You know.
Yeah. Cleaning walleye and perch not real hard. I think when you get into those much larger fishes, when it gets a little bit more difficult. Uh,
Right.
Yeah, I've done it. I grew up. My family has a cabin on a private lake in Pennsylvania, so we would fish all day, clean the fish like 4 or 5 o'clock, fry them up, and that's what we'd have for dinner. Is what we caught for the day. So pretty used to
Nice.
that kind of stuff. Speaking of seafood, I know you don't like it, but have you ever been to Pickle Bill's
No, I have
up
not.
in Grand River? They
Yeah, I
make
have.
some bang and perch and walleye. It's like all you can eat. So if Mrs. Lepp is into
Oh,
that kind of stuff, I mean, they
yeah.
have steaks. They have steaks, so you
Right.
could always go there and get a steak.
Right. So does Red Lobster, but
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
true. That's true.
it took me. When did she take me? Over 40 years to go to a Red Lobster. So we go, and of course she's got to get it all: shrimp scampi, coconut shrimp, uh, scallops, lobster, and of course I ordered steak. Um, so I tried it all. I gave it all a no thank you bite, but it just wasn't. It's all about texture. If it's chewy, I'm spitting it out. Um, yeah, I just now believe me, I'd love to try different things. You know what I mean? But things that are out of the water need to stay in the water. That's for sure. Like especially them Slurpee. Oh God. Oof.
I
Yeah.
don't mess with those. I like fried clams, but I don't mess with the in the shell or the oysters. Yeah, it's not my thing either.
Okay, and we still have a domestic violence case going on here. Got Jimmy Q in the house. What's up, bro? He just recently, last week, um, he had work in New York and was driving through and stopped at Jones Bones Barbecue on his way home.
Nice.
Have some lunch. I ended up so I have so much spices that I give spices away. So I practically gave him the whole line of uh, TD's barbecue and brew.
Hmm.
Are you hip to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't. You know what I mean? There's just too much to not enough food, too much spice. So I gave the line to him, see if he likes it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you and my wife would get along pretty well because she's always complaining about how much stuff I've got in here. I probably
Yeah.
have 100 bottles of spices and rubs. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous, and they're all half empty.
Yeah. Mine's mostly Uncle Steve Shake.
Yeah, I got a couple of those. Got a couple of
Yeah.
those for sure.
What do you got?
I have the OG stuff. I have the Cajun, the Gator. I
Yeah.
have his beef seasoning, the original Uncle Steve Shake.
Yeah.
I didn't. I wanted to get the competition cow. I did not go. I did not get that yet. It's just one of those things. Once you have so much, you try to finish them before you order more, and then once you get to a certain point with like YouTube and these kind of things, they just start showing up at the door, and it's
Yep.
usually not like one. there was a guy over the winter hit me up, and him and his father have a spice company. Um, and they asked me if I wanted to try it. And I said, sure. They have 6 different spices. They sent me 4 of each.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, what am I going to do with that?
That's when you start going live, man, and running
Yeah.
some giveaways. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just give back to the fans, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe,
that's one good thing. You know what I mean?
yeah. Maybe I'll have to throw some of that in with what we're going to talk about here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to
Yeah.
unload some of that stuff.
Hey, it's good idea. For one, it'll keep the wife happy, and 2, a subscriber happy.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Hobo has the thick meat. And she
I,
also likes Uncle Steve's shake. If you didn't know, Hobo's from Ohio also.
he lives
He's in
near Belden
Canton.
Village. Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
chatting with him before. He lives like,
yeah,
I think he said like right behind Belden Village or the
yeah,
strip.
yeah.
Yeah.
Him and the smoke pans slash turbo trussers. They're neighbors.
Really?
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Are you hip to the turbo trussers? They're
I've
the
never.
the little the little contraption uh, that you hook your legs of your chicken or your turkey in, and then it's got hooks that you wrap around the wings, and it gives it a nice even keeps everything up and gives it all a nice even cook.
I've never tried them. I'm a spatchcock guy when it comes to chicken and
Oh,
turkey most of the time, so
yeah,
I'm kind of accomplishing the same thing. But I mean, it's something
yeah,
I'd give a try. I do some whole birds from time to time. I've seen them
right,
in pictures. I've just never
yeah,
used one.
yeah. They were a guest on the show, had them on, but there's a lot of buck. Yeah, Kathy's from out in Norwalk.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, a lot of worthless nuts on this here channel right now. But yeah, man. So the whole point of having you here is to promote this huge giveaway you have going on your channel. So yeah, man, the floor is yours. You can have at it. Tell everybody what they need to do, and hopefully they'll join.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll start off with just a slight introduction to where everything started, and then we'll get into the actual giveaway. So like Lep and I talked about starting a channel just over 2.5 years ago. Things really took off around the time I was about 5 months in, and I did an assembly and review of a Camp Chef Woodwind Wi-Fi 24. I actually got it from my dad. They had just moved into a new house and needed a good grill for the patio. So we got him a Woodwind Wi-Fi 24. I put it together, and like I said earlier on in the conversation, I'm an engineer. So I always try and take the technical perspective and like offer my opinion on things. And the assembly instructions, truthfully, were lacking. And there were certain things that they used and certain terms that they used that the average person that would be assembling it would probably struggle with and scratch their head with. So what I did is I looked at that and I said, okay, and I helped people through those steps. I helped identify the parts and help them through that. So about 2 to 3 weeks after I posted that video, the at that time marketing manager at Camp Chef reached out to me and said, "Hey, we saw that. We appreciate the constructive criticism. Like, we're always trying to do things better, and just we appreciate your feedback." And they offered me a coupon code. That was at that point, that was the heat of when COVID was just getting started. That was like March, April-ish of 2020, and they offered me a coupon to get myself a grill if I wanted it. It was a pretty hefty coupon, but I thought, well, if, there's going to be a stimulus check or something like that, maybe I will. I just bought the Masterbuilt Gravity Series 560. I had my Pit Boss Vertical. I had a couple other things going on. I said, just hold off. A couple weeks later, They hit me up and they had a new grill coming out, and they wanted me to give my perspective on it, review it, and cook on it. So worked with them, got that, and ever since then, it's been a pretty beautiful relationship. Lep, you and I talked in our conversations some of the opportunities that have come from YouTube and from working with Camp Chef. Back in March, they flew me and a cameraman out to Utah, and I got to film with Guga from Guga Foods. In fact, he hit me up. He asked the marketing guy for my phone number and hit me up, and I was out there with him, filmed with him. We did 2 Wagyu Chateaubriands. We did 2 different methods and tested it out, since he's like the ultimate steak experiment guy. So we had to do something along those lines. It's out there with Jeremy Yoder from Mad Scientist Barbecue, out there with Brad Robinson from Chud's Barbecue, Susie Bullock from Hey Grill Hey, Bama Grill Master. We're out there with some really big people. And it was really, truly a humbling experience, because at that time I was probably around 20,000 subscribers, and collectively they were like 6 million.
Right.
I was a little fish in a real big pond. So it's been a wild ride. And, I talked earlier about my mom passing away. That was pretty unexpected, and that hit pretty hard. That happened back in April. And, until you experience something like that, you don't really know how life is going to be and how you're going to react. And it was hard. It was hard to get back on your feet and, to be a man again, and that's the honest to God truth. It was all about getting back into a routine. And one of the things that helped me the most was to get back to YouTube. I mean, there are days I get 100 to 200 comments a day, sometimes even more than that. And the more engaged I got with my viewers, the more engaged I got in the comments, the more I started to film, the more I felt like I was getting back into that routine. And I realized then that this is much more than just clicking record on a camera. This is much more than collecting a check from YouTube at the end of the month. This is about the community. This is about the camaraderie. This is about all of that. And it doesn't matter if you use Weber or you use Blackstone or you use Camp Chef or you use Traeger Yoder. It's about the craft, and things can get kind of cult-like, people who are on Yoders and Traegers, they turn their nose up to people who are on, some of the lower end things. No, it's about the craft. It's about getting people together, having great food. And that's what I want to promote. That's really, truly what I'm here to do. And so I decided that it was time to give back to the community for everything that they had done for me. And so I went a little off the deep end with a giveaway.
Yeah.
So I told this long drawn out story from start to finish, where things really turned. And that turning point for me was at Camp Chef Woodwind Wi-Fi 24. So I'm going to give away a Camp Chef Woodwind Wi-Fi 24. And for those of you who are not sure what that is, that's like a $900 to $1,000 pellet grill. But what makes Camp Chef one of the most versatile smokers on the market is their sidekick attachment. It is a gas burner that replaces the side shelf. It's got a griddle that comes with it by default. You can take the griddle off, put a artisan pizza oven on it. You can take that off and put a barbecue box on it. It is the most versatile pellet grill on the market. So I'm going to give all of that away. So I'm going to give away Camp Chef Woodwind Wi-Fi with the sidekick attachment that comes with the griddle. I'm going to give away the artisan pizza oven. I'm going to give away the deluxe barbecue grill box. I'm going to tell you right now, making pizzas aren't easy. So I'm going to give you the tools. I got a pizza kit. So it's got the peels and the cutters. I also am going to give you an apron because making pizzas is messy. I'm going to give you a grill cover that's going to protect all of your new items from Camp Chef. And I'm also going to give you 2 bags of pellets. In totality, that is a $1,700 barbecue package. And it's in my garage right now, sitting in there, stacked up. I am ready to give that away. I'm ready to get it out of there, and I'm ready to put it into the hands of someone who deserves it and someone who will respect it. And so what I'm doing, and I'm going to put a link in the chat here, in the live chat. I am running this competition through Sweep Widget. And so basically, I'm giving this away to one of my subscribers. So there are some very basic information and basic qualifications that you have to have in order to enter. First and foremost, you have to be 18 years of age. You have to reside in the lower 48 states of the United States. I'm sorry for those of you across the pond, across the border. I will do something for you guys down the road. But for right now, we are limiting it to the lower 48. And you also have to be a subscriber to my channel. So very simple, 18, lower 48 states of the United States, and a subscriber to my channel. That there will get you 3 entries, along with your name and your email address and your date of birth, just to verify a few things. But I also give you 6 other opportunities to enter. So we're going to call them tickets. Every time you complete one of the tasks, you're going to get another ticket. So if you follow me on Instagram, get another ticket. If you visit my Facebook page, Facebook's weird, so I can't force you to like my page, but I can ask you kindly to like my page. But if you visit it, I'll give you another ticket. There's a YouTube video. If you click on the giveaway, it'll take you to one of my videos. It's actually the smoked hog nuts that we talked about earlier in the live stream. If you go there, I ask you a question and just put your answer in the comment section. That will give you a ticket. If you know my name, my real name, because my first name is not Anderson, and I'm just going to give it to you guys since you're here live tonight. My real name is Andrew. Anderson is a nickname from years and years and years ago, actually from one of my buddies from the Hunt Fish Shoot channel. He gave me that. So Andrew is the answer to that secret question. Also, if you subscribe to Hunt Fish Shoot, my second YouTube channel, you're going to get another entry. And essentially, there are 9 opportunities to get these tickets. Next Thursday, August 4th at 8:59 p.m., it closes. You can't enter any further, any longer. And what I'm going to do shortly after that is I am going to draw the winner. Now, I'm going to record it. I'm not going to do it live, for the reason that I want to make sure that everything is legitimate. So when I pull a winner, I want to make sure that you're subscribed. I want to make sure that you're 18 years of age. I want to make sure that you live in the lower 48 states. Before I put your name out there, I want to make sure it's legitimate. But I will record it. I'll do a screen record to show, that everything's legitimate. It'll be randomly selected. And one of those winners, for free, there's no cost to enter other than your time to enter that information and to subscribe to my channel. I will ship it from my garage to your house. Now, about a week ago, I did my live stream. Actually, it was a week ago right now. I did my live stream to tell everybody about this giveaway and, to thank them for the years of subscribing and being followers. And at that time, everything of this was on my own. I since talked to Camp Chef, and Camp Chef has more than offered to actually ship and pay for the shipping to the winner. So they're essentially going to create the labels for me, and they're going to arrange for a truck to come to my house and pick everything up and ship it. They were very, very happy with the giveaway. They were very happy about bringing people into the community and just, the sense of camaraderie, like I said, from my experience with them going out to Utah and just working with them the last couple of years. It's a family. It's a family get together every time that you do something. So we want to welcome someone else into the family, and they want to be part of it. So they will be covering the shipping costs from my house to the winner.
Right on. That's awesome. And that's awesome that you get to work with a great company. You know what I mean? I've heard nothing but good things about the company. For years, there was the beef between me and Camp Chef because I work on a Blackstone, but it's more than just a griddle. You know what I mean? Like Camp Chef has other units now. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was a fun run there for a minute, always jabbing with everybody that worked on a Camp Chef, which Ken had put at the beginning. I can't believe you're letting that name on your show,
I saw he popped up in the chat a couple times. He wants some of my booze as a consolation prize. Kent, if you
Yeah.
win, I may sneak a bottle in there. But I do
Yeah.
want to make one thing clear. And Kent, thank you for bringing this to my attention. Those of you who may have already been subscribers to the channel, that is not enough. You physically have to go to the link, and I will paste it again here into the chat. You physically have to go to the link and you have to sign up and you have to go ahead and click through those entries. So you have to basically prove the sweep widget that you are a subscriber. You have to prove that. So if you're already a subscriber, I really appreciate that. But in order to qualify, you physically have to go to that link, enter your information, and show them that you are a subscriber. I want to make that very clear. It is free
Are
to
you
enter. I'm not selling your information to anyone. It is simply a matter of I want to make sure it's fair and I want to give everybody an opportunity. And those who are the larger supporters, like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, I really appreciate that. So that's why I'm giving the extra tickets.
are you dropping stuff in the chat? Because I am not seeing your name pop up at all. I was gonna make you a moderator so you could drop some links. I'm not even seeing your name pop up in the chat.
I'm in the YouTube. I don't see it in the hot seat.
Yeah,
So
I'm not getting anything.
can someone confirm where Monica says LOL Joey? Right above that in the YouTube chat, I'm in there putting the sweep
Yeah.
widget link. Is that
Mm-mm.
showing up?
Nope.
No.
Uh-uh.
That's extremely strange. Is he in private?
That's what I looked over in the private chat too, and it's not even in there.
Can you copy paste it in there? I just put it in the private chat. Can you do that? That's very strange.
Whoa.
I don't even have like a comment box on StreamYard to where I can add it.
Pull up YouTube, another tab with YouTube, and maybe
That's what I did. I have them side by side. I'm sending you a picture right now.
That's
Now
crazy.
I put the link in the private chat. Are you able to copy that and put it into the live chat?
Probably not, because I run my phone for my chat, and this is just StreamYard where, well, I could probably do that. Hold on, let me see.
I'll message you the link right now. So if you can copy it from Facebook, you
I
should be
did
able
that
to.
twice.
It looks like Square Table Degenerates has got it for us. Thank you. I don't know what's going on. I sent you a screenshot. You can see my comment in the live chat.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
Good job, Joey. Thank you.
Thanks. So go to that link. If you're not a subscriber, it'll take you through the steps to do it. But all I need, the basics to enter, the most minimal information that I need is need your first and last name. I need your date of birth, and it's only to verify that you're 18 years of age or older. And I'm asking you for your email address. Please make sure that it's correct, because that's how I'm going to reach out to you. I'm also going to need to know your city and state, and that's only to verify that you're within the lower 48. Because initially, when I started this, the shipping was out of my pocket, and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to cost me more money for shipping than the grill itself was worth. So,
cheers.
Cheers. So since then, Camp Chef has stepped in, and they are going to be paying for the shipping. But because the giveaway was started with lower 48, we have to keep it that way to make it fair. So I need that. And then you need to be a subscriber to my channel, and you have to show Sweep Widget that you are. It's very simple. It pretty much does it automatically. You just have to click on the option to subscribe. But from there, you should be entered. I actually have noticed several Instagram notifications on my watch, so I can tell that some of you have been joining since then. There have been some random issues people have had. I will say, if anything, try from a desktop or a tablet, or put your mobile browser into desktop mode. But for the most part, I haven't seen any problems or complaints with it.
This damn camera went out of focus on me. Crazy.
Aren't you running that new one yet?
This is no. So for StreamYard, I actually have to upgrade the package that I have. So I can't run 1080. So I'm still running the webcam, the Logic webcam.
Yeah.
Which actually is really making me mad right now. Making me feel like I've been working with my phone again. But yeah, once I upgrade, which I'll probably do Black Friday, and then I'll be able to run that camera.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can run it. I mean, I'm running my Sony A7 IV right now. I mean, it's only going to stream max in 720, but I feel like it looks pretty good.
Yeah, he needs the garage space for sure. There's a lot of stuff there.
Dude, if you only knew what my garage looked like right now, holy cow. So I was up to 15 pits, and I keep all of them in my garage. I don't leave any outside. My cousin lives next door. He rents the house next door, so he's got 2 of my grills. Camp Chef sent me the new Apex 36 about a month ago, and that thing is massive. And so that takes up about the space of 2 grills. I also have a 1970 Monte Carlo Super Sport with a 454. It's
nice.
a wild car.
Nice.
But that's in the garage under a cover. So it's, yeah, my garage right now, you can't even walk through there. There's just enough space. Get your Pedialyte.
Man, I tell you what, if it would have been alcohol tonight, I'd be pretty lit right now.
I see David says he's on both channels now. Appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Appreciate the support.
Yeah, man. Dave's a great supporter. We call he's got a Facebook group called Froggy's Kitchen. Nice. So yeah,
I have to check it out.
Yeah, a lot of people are gonna like I said, gonna link up with you now. You know what I mean? Get some new eyes over on your channel, and find some new friends over on Facebook, you know, Instagram. We got a lot of Instagrammers in here. But yeah, man, I want to thank you coming out, man, and doing this for everybody. Believe it or not, the hour is up. That was pretty quick.
That it was.
Yeah. So what can we expect on future of the YouTube channel? You know, besides the giveaway, what's coming up?
I am working on a couple things right now. I've gotten a lot of requests for barbecue sides and smaller dishes to kind of accompany the big cooks. You know, because you're going to see plenty of brisket cooks. You're going to see plenty of pork butt and pulled pork and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to do an enhanced version of the shotgun shells. I'm going to do, I don't know if anyone in here has ever tried the Costco mac and cheese that they pre-make, and then you bake it. You take it home and bake it. Have you ever had that?
No, I haven't.
Dude, it's the most legit mac and cheese out there. And I've been making my own mac and cheese like from scratch. I've been making it, and Costco mac and cheese blows it out of the water. So I found a copycat recipe of that. I've been messing around with that. I'm going to be filming that. The enhanced shotgun shells. I'm going to be doing a smoked street corn dip, and I'm going to be doing some competition style chicken thighs. That's what's on my agenda for the next week. So yeah, I'll be real busy this weekend filming.
Right on. All right, man. I appreciate you coming on, and we'll catch up. We got some plans outside of the camera hanging out. But everybody, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Thanks.
Love.